Hey everyone, let's talk about some big XRP news that's been going around. So I talked about Ripple's big $150 million investment in LMAX the other day. Now Chartner just shared some amazing ideas about why this is so important for people who own XRP. This is what he says, and it's important. Ripple isn't just throwing $150 million into LMAX, they have a plan for it. This is all about putting RLUSD into use for payment and institutional margins, and you can't ignore this move at all. Look at this. Some members of LMAX's exchange bank have close links to Ripple. Banks like JP Morgan Chase, BNY Mellon, and Standard Chartered are involved. There's more though. There are Ripple links all over the place. I agree with Chartner that this is a strategic purchase. This is why LMAX's digital asset market is already built into Ripple Prime. Oh, and did you know that in 2025 alone, LMAX's environment saw over $8.2 trillion in institutional trades? Please note that this number has a T in it. Ripple would like a piece of that huge cake. What do you know? I'm sure that Ripple sees this investment as pure fuel for the RLUSD's growth. It's not just about money, it's also about where you stand. The way things are going will be beautiful in the end. This is where things get hot. There's big news now. In a letter sent on January 15th, House Democrats slammed SEC Chair Atkins very badly. They say that since 2025, the SEC has dropped more than 12 big crypto cases, such as those involving Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and maybe even Ripple. And they blame Trump's huge gifts and worries about pay-to-play. That list has Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and a few other names on it, but I couldn't find Ripple specifically listed. But here is the truth. They only want to stop crypto in any way they can. The story is the same. Do you want to know what's funny? Find out who signed this letter. It's no wonder that Maxine Waters and Brad Sherman made the list. Do you remember this guy? Brad Sherman is the idiot who said that crypto should be completely banned, in case you forgot who he is. Crypto bros have made over $1 trillion by just making money. Oh, they'll say that the US government is money-making without any money being spent. We're the US government, so maybe we do. Really think about how sad this is. The US government creates money out of thin air all the time. This is the exact reason why I would never exchange my XRP for US dollars. The worth of the dollar keeps going down because they keep printing more of them. He shouldn't trade something that goes up in value for something that goes down in value. That doesn't make any sense. Here's another big step forward from Diana. Ripple just asked the SEC to make a new rule about how long XRP can last. Ripple is telling the SEC's crypto task force that they should use a framework based on lifespan, which is a brilliant idea. They want a rule that says tokens like XRP shouldn't always be dealt with in the same way. Take a look. More attention is paid to the early stages of fundraising. But when tokens are fully developed, they should be traded more like goods. Before anyone replies, yes, XRP has already won that big court case and is generally seen as not a security on platforms. So why do you want this? Because Ripple wants it to be legal and easy to do again. Because a judge said so once. They don't want XRP to be unique. What if the SEC does something like this? It will make things clear for XRP for a long time, make it much harder to police in the future, and set an example for other tokens as well. I think this decision should be the last word on the matter. Right now, everything the SEC does to encourage new ideas must be foolproof. This means that the next government can't just take away everything the SEC does. This has happened before with lawmakers. As new governments take over, they completely change the rules. However, there is one thing that is certain. From now on, XRP will never be seen as a security. That ship has left port. When it comes to the future, expert XRP is about to print a lot of money that will last for generations. Minix, a crypto analyst and influential person, just made a very clear comment about the long-term prospects for XRP. He says that XRP is ready to bring about what he calls generational wealth by 2026. Okay, I don't think we'll have family wealth in 2026. Who knows, right? It might be possible. But I think we're more likely to look at 2027 or early 2028. Don't misunderstand me. I am sure that the price of XRP will go through some crazy highs and lows this year. Once that steep rise starts, prices will go up even more by the end of this year, and they will probably be very high in 2027. You need to keep in mind that a whole new banking system will start up soon. Before the new banking system goes live, though, it will be institutional adoption first, followed by massive tokenization. That's the reason I think 2027 is more likely. And now for my wild guess. I believe that anyone who sells their XRP, no matter how much it costs in 2026, will miss the real chance that will come later. This next part is from Bird, and it's breathtaking. He says this is why XRP is the most important thing to him. Please name another cryptocurrency that is backed by a company worth $50 billion that has agreements with over 2,000 businesses, banks, governments, and groups to really change the way the financial system works. Millions of long-term holders, a seat in the White House, clear laws, successful ETFs, and years of recorded suppression all point to the same thing. Name me another that has a community based on laws and riddles, a culture that lasts, unmatched engagement across social platforms, a decentralized ledger that's faster, cheaper, greener, and more efficient than anything else on the market right now, and is backed by some of the world's most powerful people. I don't think there is a second case. That's the reason XRP has always been unique. That's why it was always the odd one out. That's why XRP has always been the best choice. And history tends to support the asset that stands the test of time, regulation, and lawsuits. This is why I think XRP will turn Bitcoin around. Now here's the deal. Being backed by governments, banks, and other institutions teaches you everything you need to know. When you hold XRP, you are holding the future herself. I'm telling you, when XRP goes live on all those Ripple lines, your portfolio will have real generational wealth. This is a huge statement that just came true. This huge change for XRP is expected by an expert to happen in the next 2 years. It's not the same kind of forecast, though. They say XRP can become one of the top 10 valuables in the world. A crypto analyst named Bird made the statement. He said he is 100% sure that XRP will be one of the top 10 global assets by market cap within the next 24 months. As a result of this statement, silver, which has a market value of $5.036 trillion, passed Nvidia, which has a market value of $4.4 trillion, to become the second most valuable asset after Bitcoin. There's no doubt that XRP will be on this list. It could happen sooner than 24 months. How much does XRP need to be worth in order to be one of the 10 most valuable currencies in the world? It needs to be worth $1.611 trillion. The market value of XRP will likely go over $1 trillion faster than most people think. The rise of tokenization and maybe even ETF FOMO are the first things that come to mind. People who file ETFs, like Franklin Templeton, will have to use the markets to buy XRP soon. That day is coming up quickly. Here's something really cool. These two guys are really nice. Developers who are also bullish on the XRP price can have it both ways. It's time. Watch IZA talk about what they're making on the XRP system. What I love about what they say is that you don't have to lose your crypto. Look at this. We're going to tell you today why what IZA Labs is building is so important. The world was a very different place when we first got into crypto in 2013. Crypto was not like it is now. You could only dig for things and trade them for other things. Sell it or buy it. Because of this, crypto was thought to be nothing more than a huge gamble. Many of those things are still known today. A lot of regular people think crypto is a scam if you ask them on the street. This is a club, but this has been going on for 10 years now.